We stand at a peculiar moment in history. Our tools are becoming smarter, faster, and more capable than ever before. We've built machines that drive cars, compose music, and diagnose diseases, ushering in an age of technological acceleration. Yet, while our inventions sprint forward, our human values lag behind. This creates a dangerous gap between what we can do and what we should do. Humans have always been tool makers, but today's pace is unprecedented. We're not just inventing tools, we're creating new forms of intelligence, systems that learn and evolve on their own. Our values, however, aren't like software. We can't just download an ethical update. They're shaped by history, culture, and experience. A slow, organic process. Technology doesn't wait for us to catch up. It advances, driven by efficiency and profit. The result? A growing tension between our powerful creations and our ancient moral frameworks. We're in a race. Technology's speed versus human wisdom. Algorithms process billions of data points in seconds, while our hearts and minds struggle to grasp the consequences. For now, technology has a significant lead. If we don't close this gap, we risk a future that's technologically advanced, but spiritually empty. A future where our tools control us, not the other way around. The challenge is clear. Can we align our wisdom with our inventions before it's too late? The stakes are nothing less than the soul of our future. We must ask, how do we ensure our humanity keeps pace? The answer will define the world we build. This is the central challenge of our time, and it's a race we cannot afford to lose. Technological innovation follows its own logic. If something can be built, it will be. This drive powers Silicon Valley and labs worldwide, pushing boundaries and disrupting old systems. We've gained longer lives and instant communication, but rarely pause to ask, should we? Our ethical systems move slowly, built on tradition and consensus, not exponential growth. Laws take years to pass. Moral codes evolve over centuries. But technology is shaking this bedrock, creating a dangerous mismatch. By the time we grasp a new technology's impact, it's already embedded in our lives. Social media, for example, was meant to connect us, but only now do we see its effects on mental health and truth. Our frameworks scramble to catch up, patching holes in a ship already at sea. When innovation outpaces adaptation, we lose control, reacting instead of leading. We're like children playing with explosives, fascinated by the power, but blind to the risks. If we continue this way, an uncontainable explosion is inevitable. The gap between innovation and wisdom is not just inconvenient, it's a fundamental threat. We must find a way to bridge it, or risk being overwhelmed by our own creations. The future depends on our ability to adapt as quickly as we invent. Can we keep up? The answer will shape our destiny. Human values aren't discovered in labs or written in code. They're forged through history, shaped by stories, revolutions, and hard-won lessons. Our sense of right and wrong grows slowly, through reflection and collective experience. Like children, we learn empathy and responsibility by living, not by reading rules. Societies evolve the same way, experimenting, failing, and learning. Technology, however, lacks this lived experience. Algorithms don't feel empathy. Drones don't understand the sanctity of life. They operate on logic and data, not meaning. A self-driving car can calculate outcomes, but it can't grasp grief or sacrifice. That's why we can't delegate moral choices to machines. Our values are deeply human, rooted in biology, emotion, and culture. They're the source of our art, love, and meaning. To ensure technology serves us, we must first understand what it means to be human. Appreciating the slow, beautiful process of value creation is essential. We can't outsource this task to our inventions. The future depends on our willingness to nurture and define our own values. Only then can we build technology that truly serves humanity. The challenge is not technical, but profoundly human. We must lead, not follow, in shaping our moral compass. This is the foundation for a future worth building. Let's not forget what makes us human. Our values must guide our creations. When technology advances without ethics, consequences follow. AI now makes decisions once reserved for humans, who gets a loan, a job, or is flagged as a risk. These systems, often black boxes, can amplify biases hidden in their data. Social media, designed to connect, now fuels division and misinformation, maximizing engagement at the cost of truth. automation promises efficiency, but displaces millions, leaving us to question the meaning of work. Technology offers tools, not answers to these social dilemmas. New tech is adopted rapidly, with hidden costs only revealed later. By then, it's hard to change course. Momentum takes over. We're left solving problems we created by failing to think ahead. The pattern is clear. Progress without prudence leads to crisis. We must act before consequences become irreversible. We often believe we can fix technology's problems later. Innovate first, regulate second. This reactive approach worked when change was slow, but today's risks are global and immediate. AI weapons, engineered viruses, or cyber attacks could cause disasters with no second chances. Once technology spreads, it's hard to rein in. Economic and political interests entrench the status quo. Fossil fuels show how hard it is to change course, even when the dangers are clear. The same is true for data-driven business models. Ethics can't be an afterthought or a compliance checkbox. It must be central to design from the start. We need proactive ethics, asking tough questions before writing code. Who benefits? Who is harmed? What are the worst-case scenarios? By thinking ahead, we can build safer, fairer technologies. The cost of hindsight is too high. The first mistake could be the last. We must act with foresight, not regret. If technology needs ethical guidance, who provides it? Engineers have technical expertise, but aren't always trained in ethics. Tech companies have power, but their priority is profit, not the public good. Governments can regulate, but move slowly and often lack technical know-how. No single group can bear this responsibility alone. It must be shared. Engineers educated in ethics, companies embracing broader purpose, and governments becoming more agile. Most importantly, the public must be informed and engaged. We can't be passive consumers. We must demand better from our tools and their creators. Responsibility is collective. Only together can we steer technology toward the common good. The moral compass must be held by all. Our future depends on shared stewardship. Aligning technology with human values isn't a technical fix, it's an ongoing process. Our values are complex and context-dependent, requiring constant reflection and dialogue. Ethics must be woven into education, making it core for engineers and entrepreneurs. Exposure to humanities, history, philosophy, literature builds empathy and critical thinking. Within companies, independent ethics boards and chief ethics officers should have real power. Ethical impact assessments must be mandatory for new products. We need to shift from celebrating speed to valuing thoughtful, responsible innovation. Accountability is crucial. Tech professionals must be held to clear standards, like doctors or lawyers. This isn't about punishment, but about creating incentives for care and foresight. When harm occurs, responsibility must be clear. Only then can we trust our technologies. Embedding ethics is a cultural shift, not just a policy. It starts with education and ends with accountability. The goal: technology that reflects our best values. That's how we build a future we can trust. The debate about technology often focuses on regulation and slowing innovation. But stopping progress is futile. The real challenge is accelerating human wisdom. The most important battle is within our own minds. Technology is reshaping us, our attention, our social skills, our sense of self. Constant distraction makes deep, ethical reflection harder. We must invest in focus, critical thinking, and compassion. This means mindfulness, time in nature, and meaningful conversations. Cultivating our inner lives is as vital as any external solution. We need better laws and ethical companies, but also stronger individuals. A society of distracted, disengaged people cannot control powerful technology. The source of both problem and solution is the human mind. To ensure technology serves us, we must master ourselves. Strengthen your humanity. Our future depends on it. The inner compass must guide the digital age. We stand at a crossroads. Our choices now will shape the future of life on Earth. One path leads to a technological dystopia, efficient but devoid of meaning and freedom. The other offers hope: technology empowering all, aligned with our deepest values. This future isn't guaranteed. It's a choice we must actively build. We must stop seeing technology as something happening to us. We are the authors, the builders, the users. Shaping technology's direction requires a global conversation. Engineers, artists, teachers, and citizens alike. All voices, all cultures, must help decide our future. The challenge is immense, but not impossible. Humanity has overcome existential threats before. By learning, adapting, and expanding our moral concern, the race between technology and wisdom is on. We cannot afford to lose. The time to choose is now. Let's choose wisely. Our shared future depends